Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 21 of Civilization VI as Portugal. This is most likely going to be the last video because I'm reasonably close to winning at this point. It was pointed out to me in the last video that I accidentally popped that great engineer that I'd been saving, thinking he was a great writer. I was saving him to use on one of the space race projects, but that said, I'm not really going for the space race victory, for the science victory, and even if I was, I think I could quite easily do it without even using the great engineers, because in terms of the victory progress, I'm already on the second stage of the science victory and nobody else has even started it yet, so that is good enough. We're going to go on to the next term. We are due a golden age when the current era ends in 4 turns, so that will be nice for us. I do have an admiral over here. Let's go ahead and join you guys up. So that is a missile cruiser armada. We've got a destroyer here. We've got another missile cruiser armada, so my intent is, when we start the war with Ethiopia, well, we've already started the war with Ethiopia, but once we're about to take that, we can jump in and grab Xanadu using the missile cruisers. I'm hoping that'll be enough. I think it probably will be, but I'm not entirely sure. We're going to leave these guys just sort of hanging around outside for now. But they are literally the only 2 cities that we need to take. Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, and Xanadu. Is it Xanadu? I've just forgotten already. Yep, Xanadu. So once we've taken both of those, I mean, that is literally it. We have our win. I was kind of hoping they would send some units towards me. I mean, they sort of are, I guess, slowly moving in with some units. I don't want to get close enough here to be hit. But I can start moving in with the rocket artillery. You should be safe if I move you here. And then I can get another rocket artillery. That's a mobile infantry, that one, not a rocket artillery. Let's keep that mobile infantry at the back. That's also a mobile infantry. Have I got another rocket artillery close? Yes, but not close enough. They are getting there, though. And another one as well. That's probably all of them. So yeah, the rest of you are kind of just going to be on defensive. Again, I can move you forward. Mostly just to see if they start bringing any units my way. Yeah, you stay there for now. I think that's okay, actually. We've got some really good units here. So I think overall we're in with a good chance. You can continue trading to Zanzibar. I mean, we've got so much money now, for like 15,000 gold at this point. Any units we need, we can literally just buy. I have 2 destroyers here, so let's go ahead and join them up. Unfortunately, that admiral won't let me join back up now, but yeah, better destroyer. That's fine. Okay, that wasn't a different turn. It was the end of the original turn. That's why I already used all these movement. Suzerain state is lost. So we'll sort that out. Permanent coastal flooding. Mulan has now gone. Where was that flooding? That is a shame. I think we can sort that out, to be honest, though. Captured an enemy spy. I mean, most of this doesn't matter hugely anyway. St. John, I mean, you've got amenities. Your housing is kind of full right now. A neighbourhood would be, like, ideal for you. Again, at this point, doesn't really matter, but let's just go and work on that. You have a lot of amenities right there at Porto. Is there anything worthwhile you building? I mean, the answer to that question is no. The zoo's a complete waste of time. I mean, I guess we could get another campus. That's fine. There's Windows deciding to make random noises in the background. You can get the workshop. Let's get your production going. I always feel in Civilization, and this applies to Civilization 5 as well, you do get to a point where it's like, yep, I'm going to win now, and I don't really care about anything else. I'm not really micromanaging my civilization, because I know at this point it's kind of, well, it's already won. And yeah, I do dislike that a little, because it feels like you're basically just clicking, okay, next turn, yep, next turn, yep, next turn. I could start attacking the city straight away here. But I think I'd probably prefer to try and take some of these units out because they are heading towards me. I mean, they're really weak units. They're not really going to do a lot. Despite being heavily outnumbered, our machine gun has saved the day. I wouldn't exactly think that our machine gun is heavily outnumbered based on what's going on here. Well, I think it's just because we got a dedication bonus. So yeah, the rest of these units are just going to stay put until we get everybody else in. Let's continue you to Zanzibar and just remember that we lost you as a suzerain, which is fine. We don't have any more envoys that we can send right now. So yeah, you guys link back together again. Yeah, I'm not going to attack them straight away. I think we can wait for now. I think it's reasonable just to sort of stay here. I could probably even get another missile cruiser armada, if I'm perfectly honest. I was trying to work out in the last video why I couldn't build an armada or a navy. There's globalization done. And it looks like it might be because I didn't have a seaport in the place that I was trying to do it. Which would make a lot of sense. E-commerce would be good. Production in gold. Yeah, that's probably the one to take right now. So let's just have a look here. Because I think we've got a seaport here. We must have. So we purchase... Yeah, so there we go. Because we've got the seaport here, we can do that. We can just go and purchase a missile cruiser armada. 5,200 gold, but that's nothing. I can afford 2 more. By the next turn, I can afford another one. Launch Mars colony. We might as well get the tech to do that. Let's go and work on... Well, we can unlock some of the better governments, actually, at this point. You've only got +1 amenities, which is enough, but we'll work on the zoo to give you something to do. Halifax, there's not a lot going on here. It's probably not really worth building much at this stage. Yeah, you're not at your housing cap. Canales are useless. We could build a really pointless Huey Kali. Anything else that you build is just going to take absolutely forever. Yeah, just randomly start building the Taj Mahal there because why not? You are flooding out. Can we get 91 turns for a flood barrier? It's not even worth it. Let's go ahead and just promote Liang up again. I'm just kind of spending these randomly right now because it feels like it doesn't matter anymore. Start moving in with some more of these units. Now, I'd like to swap you two around. Now, here we go. Here's where we're going to start having problems. They've now started moving in units. I think I'm less bothered about that Cuirassier than I am about these AT crews. You should be able to hit one from there. Can I swap you guys around? Yes, I can. You can't shoot. Why can't you shoot you? Oh, because you're not on a hill. Well, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Can't get in with you. Can't get close enough with you to shoot anything, but we can get in there. Submarine's still heading down there for whatever reason. Yeah, you're out of range to hit anything, so skip a turn. You can't hit anything else. Oh, you can take a shot now. I don't wonder why it wouldn't let me do that before. Try and take out the fast movers where possible, you know. Yep, so we might take a hit from this army. Yeah, he's actually hitting the machine gun, which is... I mean, that hurt, I'll be honest. That was painful, but it's not enough to do significant damage to us. So now we've got a golden age as well. Not a golden age, actually, it's a heroic age.
Technology is the engine of change.
There's Nanotech done. So we get to pick 3 of these. Gain a free giant death robot. Sure, why not? Gain all the Eurekas, which we don't really need, but we'll grab them anyway. And sure, let's get the tourism. So this guy I kind of want to save. I'm going to swap him out with this mechanized army and just get him to fortify. They do have a nuclear sub down there, which is interesting. You can still fire at him, so you are going to do that and take him out, because now you get some health back. I'd like to take that bombard out, but can't quite reach it. I think it's safe enough to start firing at the city, because it's not going to take many shots. It's not going to take many shots to get that down to, like, not having any defenses. Can I move you to here? I can't really move you anywhere. I could move you there, and move you here. I mean, that kind of works. You can't take a shot on this turn. We've got another rocket artillery moving in. So let's do that. I mean, that submarine might be a pain. I do have a submarine of my own, which... Let's go and send my submarine after his submarine. I mean, I probably don't need to, but we'll do it anyway. I could go for telecommunications and get nuclear submarines. Ottawa has finished the art museum. Let's go and get the broadcast centre again, just to give it something to do. Is everything here repaired up? Yes, it is. Get the granary, I suppose. It's nice and quick. Again, it doesn't really matter all that much. So here is our armada. We've also got a giant death robot here. Let's start getting this over to Ethiopia. We're not going to need it, I don't think, at all. But they are fantastic units. So, yeah, we'll fortify with you. You're not close enough to hit anything, so we'll skip a turn. Okay. I think on this turn, we might even be able to take that city. I'm not bothered about... Well, I am going to be joining the war against Mongolia, to be fair. I do have spare coffee, and I have spare marble. I've got spare oil. Do you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's set, because we've got to go to war against Mongolia anyway. So, I've broken my pledge. Boo-hoo. Makes no difference to me at all. Doesn't care. All of these, like, declarations of war, because all of the city-states are all declaring on each other. Right, now then. First of all, can we take out this bombard? Yes, quite easily. Got some more health back from that as well. Can we take out the city defences? I think we can. Yep, city defences are already down to 0. We can take another shot with you, and I think we'll start, like, plinking off some of these units. And you can't get in the city on this turn. You can't get in the city on this turn either. But we can move in with both of you. He can't do enough damage to take either of them out. Oh, he's got a... Oh, that's Sinbad. Really don't want to be going up against Sinbad. Oh, that's a nuclear sub. Didn't realise that that was a nuclear sub. Thought it was just a normal sub. Doesn't matter anyway. Let's ignore that for now. So we are now in this war. So this one is going to be about taking Xanadu. Oh, they do have a nuclear sub there as well. Again, one that I hadn't noticed. But we can take that nuclear sub out quite easily. We didn't do as much damage to Xanadu there as I thought we would, but I am now going to divert this giant death robot down there, because I think he'll be more used there. You can trade with Mali, I suppose. There aren't a lot of other options. We're most likely going to lose a few trade routes now, but I think that's okay. Yep, just skip turns there. He's got a settler, and it doesn't really matter at all. Yep, you guys can just go on alert, I think. You could move in There probably isn't much point to that, but let's do it anyway. Yeah, we've lost a lot of our trade routes now because we've kind of, you know, alienated a lot of our trading partners at this point. So the city is attacking. World Congress. Military emergency against me. Again, I don't care, really. Who here is strong enough to actually do something against me? It did pass. So that's unlocked a new government type. So we would lose... Well, it's still worth it anyway. Oh no, it's this one we've unlocked now. Excuse me. So yeah, probably worth getting this one. So that gives us a lot more wildcard policy slots here. So what do we want to take? We could just take things that give us gold if we wanted to. Food is nice as well, colonial offices. We could get some extra culture. Well, let's just take Raj. I think that's enough. I mean, we're making plenty of money. So we did have war declared against us. War has been declared on us by everybody, including Gaul. And including Mali. It doesn't really matter at this stage. The question here is how much damage can we do to Xanadu? We need to be able to take Xanadu down reasonably quickly. Let's just move this Admiral to the middle one. It makes sense. Won't let me do it on this turn. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I was expecting them to do more damage than this. Let's get another one because we can. So we get another missile cruiser armada. As I said, we are moving down here with this giant death robot. It's not the fastest unit on the water, but it can get down there. Right, Addis Ababa. We need to take you out. So, yep, that's a safe capture. Now, they do have some units around, of course. We can get rid of those. So, we will need to defend this, at least just until we're able to take Xanadu. Let's just go ahead and click on the right button. Move Victor into Addis Ababa, just to stop it flipping back over. It shouldn't. We should be fine. There's a huge number of notifications here. So let's get rid of all of these. I say I'm at war with everybody, but it really doesn't matter. I need one more capital and we're done. I mean, that is it now. As soon as we take Xanadu, it is literally game over. Let's work on distributed sovereignty, just because that one takes the longest. I've got another great general. Again, not bothered by it at this point. Let's get the temple. So this is now definitely a just click on anything, it really doesn't matter type affair. There's a potential for you to rebel. Oh, it says it's still Addis Ababa. I didn't realise the map had flicked back around here. Let's get the monument in there. And yeah, we've got our destroyer. And we're moving in with the giant death robot. You can't do much on this turn. Another trade route that can't go anywhere. I'm just going to put the trade routes to sleep for now. We're still making like 1,000 gold a turn. We don't need the money. Making a stupid amount of money. Let's just put that general to sleep. Steel tech boost. I'm at this point, it's like just whatever. He might have some more units that he can send my way, so I'm just going to keep my other units around. I'm not going to bother doing anything else, really. I could attack that nuclear sub, but if I do, I'm going to come off worse. That said, I can... Can I not upgrade it? Oh no, I'm one turn away. 1 turn away from being able to upgrade to a nuclear sub. That's fine. I can actually, it's a good point. I can actually attack using my rocket artilleries. Rocket artillery trumps a nuclear sub quite easily. Can we get Sinbad out? You've actually got a promotion, but I'd sooner try and take Sinbad out if possible. And then I think we can finish him off with the submarine. Oh, that was so close. I don't have a shot left anywhere, do I? Oh, never mind. He's about done for. So everybody else just kind of sit tight at this point. Oh, they're attacking my Spec Ops, which again I don't really care about. I can get that Spec Ops to safety if I just bring them on land.
Watson, come here.
So there's telecommunications done, so now I can actually go and upgrade this to a nuclear sub. I don't know where Sinbad disappeared to, but again, it doesn't really matter. Let's work on stealth tech. Choosing a production over here. Well, yeah, pretty much everything's going to be over in a few turns anyway. So we've got some trade routes plundered. We've got a spy that needs to escape. He was actually successful as well. Yep, so here we are. It's, I think, rather fitting that we might end this game to Oh Canada playing away in the background there. Let's start moving in with you. I love the fact that the giant death robot is also able to fire from the water. And it doesn't even have any real upgrades at this point. It is going to get shot at by the district there. The district is going to do approximately 0 damage. So I'm not bothered by it at all. There's another missile cruiser armada, which again isn't really needed. We'll skip the turns there and there. There's not much else to talk about. Let's just, again, click any old thing right there. You can... Well, let's give you a promotion. 4 turns until it flips. I don't think we're going to need all 4 of those turns. So we should be okay. I'm just going to put the rest of these... I was just poking my head out there to see if we could see Sinbad anywhere. Can't actually see where he is. So he might have disappeared off. That's fine, though. We'll just put everybody up onto guard mode or alert. You can't do anything else. On the next turn, I think we've got it. As long as I don't lose my destroyer. That's the only thing that could slow this down right now. Actually, no, because I can still take it with the giant death robot. So we're good either way. There's a Category 5 Hurricane, which is pretty nasty, but not my problem. +2 era score. So I think I'm going to win here. So let's have a quick look at the victories. So we've launched, we've built the spaceport, we've researched rocketry and launched the Earth satellite. We are 2 turns away from launching the Mars colony. So I think, launching the moon landing, and it wouldn't take as long to do the whole Mars colony thing either. I think that'd be about another 10 turns. So I could easily win a science victory here if I wanted to. In terms of the culture victory, I am leading. We are still a long way off actually getting it. I mean, it would take a significant amount of time to actually get there, but I mean, we are leading. No chance of us losing to a culture victory. Religious victory, we are at the bottom because we don't have a religion at all. But even Ethiopia, who are leading, are nowhere near getting a win. And diplomatic victory, somehow I'm still in the lead, even only by a point. So, yeah, I think that this particular campaign has actually worked out quite easy for me. I think it was a combination of having a strong start. That definitely helped. I also think a big part of it is down to Portugal, who are just really, really overpowered as a civilization. Being able to make so much money so quickly... it is so useful for every victory type because you can buy the units you need, you can buy the buildings you need. There's just so much stuff that you can do with money. It really does, in a sense, make it far too easy. I honestly expect at some point that Portugal is going to get nerfed. I'd be very surprised if they don't get nerfed at some point. But I have really, really enjoyed playing this game. I mean, that's certainly for sure. Let's just sink some more ships there. Wonder if we know where Sinbad is. So I had a good start. I mean, bear in mind I did start quite close to Canada, and that's me doing my usual thing of picking a larger size map and then reducing the number of civs on there. If I'd have had the full 8 civs or played on the default smaller map, I'd have potentially started a lot closer to them. And remember, this is only Immortal, so the player starts with 1 settler, the AI starts with 2 settlers. If I play my next game on Deity, the AI starts with 3 settlers. It's quite ridiculous. The AI starts with something like 3 settlers, 3 builders, and 5 warriors, or something along those lines. And if I win this, I mean, I think this is only my 2nd attempt at playing an Immortal game. I lost the last one recently. But I will definitely go for a Deity attempt after this. The fortification health still says it's got 1 hit point, so it's always worth making sure. Get it down to 0. There we are, 0, 0. Here is our destroyer fleet into the city. And there we are, 12 labours of Hercules, Jack of all trades, masters of none, and the spice must flow. 3 achievements.
History is written from the hand of the victor. By your actions this day, you ensure our people a glorious tomorrow.
So there we are, there is the win. I know people always... I see people asking me to do replays, but I don't think you can do replays on Civilization 6, can you? You can replay the movie, and you can view the timeline, but I don't think you can actually look at the map, as it were. It doesn't have the replay like in Civilization 5, where you can actually look at the map and watch the hexagons changing colour. I don't think Civ 6 actually has that one. Yeah, it doesn't let you do that. I'm fairly certain it doesn't. Can't see that as an option anywhere anyway. But just looking at the graphs here, I mean, specifically if we want to look... Let's look at gold, if we can find it. So player gold, I mean... There was a point where I was constantly spending. This was the point here where I was upgrading. So this is where after I built the initial army and started saving some money when we were fighting Mali or whoever it was. And then we started spending a lot of the money because we were using it to upgrade everything to cores and armies. And then once we'd got our army done, then the money just went up and up and up. And these spends were just when I bought those armadas. But yeah, we really made a huge amount of money in terms of that. But even my science was just way above. And I think the navigation schools are really, really strong for Portugal. Okay, I didn't make the best of Portugal's unique unit or their unique sort of upgrade, the whatever it's called, the Flatoria. I didn't make very good use of those at all. But the navigation schools in terms of science really do help with that. Units killed. That said, I mean, looking at that, Mongolia took out nearly... Well, Mongolia took out nearly as many units as I did, but that said, I didn't actually encounter that many enemies. Most of the wars that I fought, there were very few units to attack, apart from when I was fighting Canada right at the very beginning. I think it's probably more telling if we actually look at cities captured. And you can see that, you know, I really sort of skyrocketed above all of the AI there. Not too sure how much of this else is relevant. I lost fewer units than anybody else. I mean, Ethiopia seems to have lost the most. Again, he didn't have that much of an army. Wonders constructed. I actually had the most wonders. I was very surprised by that. Total governors. Yeah, I don't micromanage my governors very well, to be perfectly honest. Player era score. I was on the curve. I did sort of peak up a bit towards the end. Player culture. Again, managed to get massive amounts of culture towards the end. So I think that was a good win. I mean, for a game... For my second ever Immortal game, and bear in mind I've only started playing Civilization 6 again recently. I had quite a bit of a hiatus from it, so given how long it's been, the fact that I came back, played my first ever Immortal game and lost, and then my second ever Immortal game and won, I think that was quite good. So I definitely feel ready for Deity now, but I think I do need to get a good start, and I need to pick a strong Civ, because those two things definitely were a factor in winning this game. So there's my score for this on Immortal difficulty. My score, you know, to a certain point, once we defeated Mali here, my score definitely went up rapidly. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really do hope you have enjoyed this series of Civilization 6. If you have, please do consider leaving a like on the video, because it does help YouTube in sort of showing it on other people's feeds. And because my channel was kind of dead for a year, I am trying to grow it back up again. So it really does help me out, and I appreciate it very, very much. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I will see you on the next series, and until then, goodbye for now.